Scorched Earth, ARK's first DLC, the Unforgiving Desert map, and our next stop on our 100 Days challenge. This map introduces us to all new challenges like deadly weather events that will take us out if we're not careful, as well as a whole new cast of creatures that want nothing more than to see us dead. But we are not going to let them stop us because we have goals that we want to complete. First, I want to survive 100 days without dying. Secondly, we have to defeat the final boss of the map, the Manticore. And third, I like to build, so I want to do a whole lot of building on this playthrough. I'm going to try to make a pen for each unique creature from the map. And before we get started, if you would like to use the settings that I did for this playthrough, I will leave anything that I altered in the description below. But with all of that said, I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for being here today, checking out this video, and let's go ahead and let's get into it. I started off my adventure on Scorched Earth by spawning into South Zone 1 and just gathering up everything I could find. This is one of the safer zones, although let's be honest, this is Scorched Earth, so nowhere is truly safe. This area also has a decent amount of purple flowers, which can be used for gathering silk, and that will come in handy in the near future. I spent the next little bit of time gathering up all of our basic materials like wood, thatch, fiber, and stone, and started crafting our beginner tools as well as our first set of cloth armor. This spawn point does have a decent amount of these water veins, which are a nice little spot where you can drink from early game, and a little bit later on we'll be able to place down a well on top of this, which will allow us to have irrigation as well as refill containers. So with that, I decided this would be a good spot for my first starter hut. I was going to need some hide to finish off that set of cloth armor, which meant killing some innocent creatures. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. It's nothing personal. I need your hides. Hey, fellas. I am so sorry for this. Oh, God, what have I done? Let me put you out of your misery there, buddy. I'm so sorry. You're just such a good source of the hides. Oh, I hate doing this. Well, hey, at least your death was quick there, bud. Back at the hut, I went ahead and set up a fire and started cooking up some of that sweet jerboa meat. It's got a real nice taste to it, although it is a little bit stringy. Towards the end of the day, I decided to check out this Morellatops that had gotten itself stuck between a few cactus. Now it's only a level 55, but if I'm able to get this thing tamed on day 1, that'll be a huge step in the right direction. I decided to use the boomerang because, quite frankly, it's just really fun to throw this thing at its face. These guys are pretty unique in the sense that if you attack them when they're by themselves, they will attempt to flee or run away. However, if there are 2 or more, they will fight back, and at this point, they would definitely kill me. So I was very careful to make sure there were no other Morellatops in the area before I started knocking her out. After a little while, our forearm was getting pretty sore, but we got this Morellatops knocked out, and of course went ahead and threw some berries in her inventory to start taming her up. A little bit into day 2, our Morellatops finished taming, and I named her Fergie because, you know, she's got those lovely lady humps. I had already crafted up a saddle for her ahead of time, so I went right into gathering up berries that we would eventually use to make narcotics. Next, I started crafting up a tent. This is going to be super important for keeping us safe from any of those nasty weather effects that will happen from time to time here on Scorched Earth. I had unlocked the water well and wanted to go ahead and get one crafted up, which meant I would need cementing paste. Now, unfortunately, I hadn't seen many moss in the area to use for chitin, so I was going to have to kill these jug bugs. But of course, I made sure to get all of that sweet booty oil out of them first before chopping them up. Now that I was pretty set on hide, I decided to go ahead and tame up a jerboa. These guys are awesome to have as they will give us a little warning before one of the weather events happen, so that we have enough time to get prepared and in shelter before we start dying. Alright, there we go. We're going to name this little fella Radar, since he's basically going to be like a weather radar, warning us about the weather that's incoming. Go ahead and pick him up. Look how cute these guys are on our shoulder. I love these things. Right on cue. Poops for the camera. Good job. And Fergie. Fergie's pooping. And why are your turds so small? Fergie, you need to work on your diet. I noticed another water vein over here by this cliffside, and I just figured this was a much safer spot than out in the wide open. So I went ahead and placed down my well over here and then started moving all of my stuff over to this spot. Towards the end of the day, Radar started causing a fuss about some incoming weather, but I had also noticed a raptor over here that was causing a lot of trouble. So I decided to go ahead and knock the raptor out. That way we can just let it starve while we're hiding out in our tent, and then we'll come back and tame it up in the morning. Our raptor finished taming up while I was working on moving the base, and I got her back to the campsite, popped a saddle on her, and named her Velocity. A little bit later, I ran into 2 more raptors right outside my base, so I decided to try to go ahead and bolo both of them at the same time and get them both knocked out and taming. Oh no, one of them just broke free. Alright, okay, there goes the other one. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to try to re-bolo them. Oh, they're kind of running. Oh wait, there goes one. One of them is down. Let's just go ahead over here and we will re-bolo this one. It's actually probably stuck, but we'll bolo it anyways. And we'll just go ahead and load you up with a few more of these. Alright, there we go. Both of them are down. The first raptor finished taming up, so I took him back to base and named him Grayscale. He is a really low level, but at this point, I just wanted to get as many raptors as I could to help protect me. I found 2 more raptors wandering around the local area, so I just figured, you know what, the more the merrier, and went ahead and got both of these ones knocked out as well. Soon after knocking them out, the second of our original 2 finished taming, and then just as it was beginning to get dark, the second pair of raptors finished taming as well. Okay, I guess this raptor comes with a metal pick. Like, what the heck, where did that even come from? This really had me confused, so I decided to go to the instant replay. After further review, the unnamed raptor looted the metal pick off of a tech raptor. The ruling on the field stands as called. Metal pick will be rewarded to Team Chips. I used the scrap metal that I got off that tech raptor to go ahead and get our smithy going, and then a little bit later I crafted up a crossbow. I noticed another raptor just below the cliff where our base is, so I decided to go ahead and knock this one out as well. Alright, there we go, one more down. Is that Doe charging after us? What is that thing doing? Are you coming to fight me, buddy? What the heck, it just smacked the raptor. And now it's just gonna peace off. What are you doing? Was this raptor attacking it? There was a Doe balled up. That's gonna affect the taming time there, but you know what, I'm still gonna tame it, it's a low level. After getting that raptor tamed and back to base, I realized I hadn't named a few of them, so I named this one Pixie, I guess because it's green with a little bit of pink on it. I named this one right here Limescale because it has like a brownish green kind of mix to it, and I think I was convinced that limestone is the same color, but I don't actually think that it is, but oh well. Next up, I named this one Citrus purely because it has an orange belly. Yeah, I know, lame. And then lastly, we named this one Cupid. It's got like a real nice dark burgundy-ish red color with some pink on the feathers, so I just wanted to go with, you know, something a little romantic sounding. With the raptor squad now assembled to protect us, I decided to head up just a little bit into the mountains to start gathering some more metal. I spent the rest of the day crafting up some metal tools, as well as one of the most valuable items on Scorched, the desert armor. I still needed pearls and crystal in order to make the desert helmet, so I took the raptor squad down to a nearby riverbed and gathered a bunch. You can gather a ton of pearls really fast on Scorched Earth, it's just a matter of not dying while you do it. I then worked my way up a small mountain near my base to gather up the crystal as well as some obsidian. We're going to need that a little bit later on to make some scissors to get us looking proper. Back at camp, I got the desert helmet crafted up as well as those handy dandy scissors. I wanted to tame a Procoptodon mainly because I felt like its mobility would make luring an Argentavis down from the mountainside a little bit safer. So that meant we would need to gather up a good amount of rare mushrooms. Fear Evolved was going on at the time I was recording this, and I got my hands on a Jerboa bone costume, so I went ahead and equipped it to Radar to get him in the Halloween spirit. I don't know if that is cute or disturbing, but we're gonna go with it. And there's also a lightning storm coming in. Luckily for us, we don't really have any electronics, so that's not really gonna do anything to us. Alright, let's check. Okay, that's the wrong button. Don't mean to pull that out. Everybody ignore that. Alright, that's a 130. I think I'm going to call that good enough. Wait, what's this one right here? Oh my gosh, it went behind the rock. We're going to go check this one out, and then we'll see. If it's better than the 130, obviously we'll go for it. Alright, level 5, of course. I had been trying forever to get it trapped using billboards, but I was just being way too slow with it, and he kept getting away. And then this happened. Alright, you know what? I am just going to set these things up, and maybe we can just, like, I don't know, push him over here somehow, or get him to come over here and get trapped in them himself. Okay, he's just gonna go ahead. Alright, don't mess this up. Don't mess it up. Let's get him trapped. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I've been trying for so long to trap him, and then he just wanders over here and traps himself. I went brain dead just doing some leveling and completely forgot that the Procoptodon has a faster topor rate. So he woke up and I had to trank him again. This time though, I just went ahead and threw the mushrooms on him since he had already starved out a decent amount. The Procoptodon finished taming and I named him Ruru. Now the story behind this is my wife is from the southern part of the United States and her grandma has a very strong country accent. And for whatever reason, she likes to call our daughter Roro. Now, my wife absolutely cannot stand it. She brings it up all the time to her grandma and usually her grandma has something to say like, "Honey, I want to have a name that's just what I call her. That's just what I want to call her." And yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Our daughter's name does not sound like Ruru at all, and my wife cannot stand it. So needless to say, when this video comes out, I'll probably be sleeping on the couch. I got a saddle on Ruru, and as my 8-year-old would say, began yeeting myself up the mountain in search for an Argent. I eventually spotted a level 125, and figured that would be good enough, at least for now. It just keeps flying further and further away. I'm gonna have to try to hit it from here. This is not gonna happen. There's no way. Oh, we actually got it. Holy crap. Alright, come on, buddy. Follow me. Let's get you over here. I got it to follow me basically all the way back to my base. I didn't have a trap ready at the moment or the resources to make one, so because I'm impatient, I for some reason decided to once again just try tranking our first Argent the old-fashioned way, which eventually meant I was gonna have to chase it around. Yeah, this was a really bad idea. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go with the jump. Come on! Pull out the crossbow. Let's see if we can hit this shot. Oh my gosh, it flipping hit. What a shot. What do the Call of Duty guys say? Clip that? Is that what they say? Somebody clip that. I did eventually get it down, just in the worst possible spot. Oh gosh. This is not good. This is not good. Did you see that direwolf when the Argent came to the ground? Yeah, he decided to have himself a little snack. This is why you always build a trap. I headed back out to continue searching, and this time I found a level 120, so we will lose out on 5 levels, but on the bright side, this one's basically already down the mountain. I again lured the Argent down to a safer spot, however this time I used my brain and made a trap first. So I got it trapped, and then eventually I got it knocked out. I managed to kill a Paraceratherium, which gave me all the prime meat I would need to tame the Argent. Now you see, the trick to these things is you actually need to crawl up inside of them, and that's where you're going to find all that good prime meat. Oh nice, a 135. Hey, don't go anywhere, I'll be back for you later. Dang, a 135 Doed too. Yeah, we definitely need to get both of these guys pretty soon. The Argent was starving at this point, so we popped all of that prime meat over and got it tamed up. I went out somewhat far from my base to grab explorer notes and do some leveling when radar started warning me about an incoming sandstorm. And of course I forgot to bring my tent with me, but luckily there was a nearby moth that I was able to kill to gather silk and get a new tent down to wait out the storm. One of the reasons I came out this way was to find mantis. On Scorched Earth they are your only source for organic polymer, which I'm going to need to create cryopods to move all of our tames to our new base location. You know, I wasn't really planning on using too many of the event items, but what the heck, here you go buddy, have yourself a candy. Aw, look at you, you're so pretty now. I think I'm gonna name you Candy Corn, because I gave you a candy corn. I also realized I had never changed my tribe name, so I went with Bag of Chips. I then gathered up the rest of the materials to make cryopods from my base, and headed over to the red obelisk to make them. I went ahead and just made 12 of them so we would have enough for all of our current tames as well as anything else that we tame before we leave. I built up 2 little taming traps at my campsite and then headed out to find the Anki and the Doed. The Ankylosaurus was right where we left it, so I scooped it up and took it back to my base to drop it off in our taming trap. The 135 Doed we spotted earlier had disappeared, however luckily there are so many of these things on this map that finding another high level one is actually pretty easy. Hey, a level 145. I will definitely take that one instead of the 135. I dropped the Doed off in the other trap and then got it knocked out. Then it was time to knock out the Anki, and he for some reason passed out on top of the trap, somehow. With those guys now taming, I took some time to get myself looking right. I've never showed this in my Island 100 Days video, so here you go folks. This is my character, very punk rock if I do say so myself. I was still waiting on the Doid and Anki to starve, so I decided to go ahead and try finding a thorny dragon, and after some time searching, I spotted this level 135, so I decided to go ahead and carry it back to a little bit closer to my base to knock it out. Ow! Protect me, candy corn! Thank you, buddy. Actually, I wonder if we can just get it stuck on this dead wood. Oh, swerve! Oh yeah, it's stuck. It actually worked, it is stuck on the wood. I eventually got the thorny dragon down, and then just spent the rest of the day taking care of our 3 tames. We'll just go ahead and pump you with a few narcotics, and then we should be good until you're ready to eat. Oh crap, I just ate some of those. Oh my goodness, alright, let's go ahead and feed her. We need to get back to base before I pass out of here and get killed. Oh man, I am tired. You know what, this is a good spot for a nap. Totally intentional. Wow, I feel so much better. So happy I took that nap. I found an apprentice whip, so I decided to go collect some more pearls. This thing is great because you can collect a whole batch of them in one swing, and it's just pretty fun to use. The Yankee finished taming up, and I named this one Bowser. The Doid finished up next, and I didn't really have any good names for it, so I just went with B-Ball, short for basketball. Soon after that, the Thorny Dragon finished as well, and I didn't have a name for her at the time, so I just went ahead and cryopotted her with all of our other tames, and then took one last look at our starting camp before heading off for our new base. After a short flight, we arrived at our new base location, and I know it doesn't look like much right now, but hear me out. This area is super flat, like one of the larger flat spots that I could find, and I plan on doing a good amount of building, so that was definitely something that was important to me. It's also fairly safe as there are only 2 spots we need to block off in order to keep stuff out. There are also a few water veins right next to it that we can use for gardens, and then the surrounding area has a good amount of high value resources, which on Scorched Earth, that includes wood. So I went ahead and dropped off all of our tames, took Bowser out to gather a little bit of metal, and then started blocking off one of the entrances with spiked walls. I got a saddle on the Thorny Dragon and took it out to gather some wood, and man, do I already miss the beaver. Once I got back to base, I used that wood to finish walling off the other entrance to our base. And then I spent a good portion of the remainder of the day just setting up a little temporary spot here in these ruins until I can get a few builds going. I started up a small garden to grow rock carrot so that I'd be able to tame a horse, because the horse is the only thing that has a weight reduction for sand, and since I'm going to be building a lot of adobe, that's something I definitely need. I spent the rest of the day gathering resources and beginning to craft the building pieces I would need for my first build. And then towards the end of the day, we got our first few foundations laid out. I finished laying out the foundation for this first build, and then it was back to gathering materials for basically the entire day. I realized I had never named the Thorny Dragon, and it seemed to really be bothering her. As you can tell, she's shaking uncontrollably here with anger. So I went ahead and I named her Tail Whip. And I don't know if she really likes the name, she's still shaking. I spent a lot of time gathering more materials and finished crafting the last of the building pieces we would need for our first build. Now it was finally time to go ahead and get to building. And so with that, my first build was complete, and this is going to be my main workshop area where I keep all of my crafting stuff as well as my storage. I may come back a little bit later on and paint it, but for now we're going to go with this. But guys, if you like this build and it's something you would like to see me make a building tutorial for, make sure you leave me a comment down below letting me know. With the build complete, I wasted no time getting a fabricator down, and then I placed a bunch of forges, that way I can quickly smelt all the metal I'll need for crafting the industrial forge. And then I spent the rest of the day and into the night gathering all of that metal. I still needed a handful of levels before I would actually be able to unlock the industrial forge, so I took candy corn out on a note run and basically just killed everything that we came across. I was headed back to my base when I spotted this titanosaur. I actually never ran into one of these on the island, but I was thinking if I was able to kill this, it would give me all the levels I would need to get to the industrial forge. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't have the patience to sit here and peck away at this thing 37 damage at a time. I was going to be needing a lot more oil going forward, so I crafted up an oil pump and headed over for a spot that I knew had a few oil veins. I just want to come over here. Oh my gosh, are those freaking zombie wyverns? Alright, well it looks like we need to go find another spot. That is that's a big no-no. I eventually did get the oil pump placed, and these work just like the water veins. Basically you just place the pump on it, and then it will passively gather oil for you. I got a new smithy down in our workshop, and then I decided to redo the garden into a proper greenhouse because the crops were just not growing fast enough. Nothing too large or fancy, just something small for now, and then maybe we'll expand on it in the future. Unfortunately, there are no pigs on Scorched Earth that we can force to do fecal labor for us, but luckily our Doid does do a decent enough job if you force feed it stem berries. This has got to be the single greatest thing I have seen in my 7 years of playing ARK. Oh, they're starting to despawn. Let's pick them all up. They're all just falling down. That is just perfect. I had an unexpected visitor at my greenhouse. Now it's a level 120 and I'll be able to use it later on to help me knock out a rock golem, so I decided to go ahead and get it tamed. While I was working on getting that guy tamed, I installed a giant hatch frame on the rooftop of my workshop. That way it would be easier to get raw materials inside. And then it was back to gathering the metal we would need to create the forge. I found a Mastercraft candy corn inside of one of the Halloween drops, which comes with a plus 10% movement speed boost. So I decided to go ahead and feed it to our Argent that we named Candy Corn. Now if I'm being honest, I liked his old color scheme better, but that plus 10% movement speed is probably worth it. The Paraceratherium had finished taming while I was grabbing that drop, so I went ahead and sucked him up by the ankle and took him back to base. And of course he showed us just how excited he was to join the team by giving us a gift. I continued working on getting to level 80 as well as gathering up a little bit more organic polymer. And then it started to rain. Oh wow, it's raining. Yo, it's been like 20 something days with no rain, and it's finally raining. Like, it's crazy how when it rains on this map, it actually fills you with joy. Like, legitimately, you play through this, it's a desert all the time, and then when it rains, you actually get a little bit happy. Like, and that's coming from somebody who hates the rain, in ARK or real life. I don't know, maybe I've just been already playing this map too long. I ran into a death worm while I was out on the dunes, and at first I thought maybe I could take it out for some good experience. But then I realized that he had a friend. Oh crap, there's two of them. Yeah, I don't think I can take two of these guys at once. This is a YouTube video, not something for the hub. Back at base later in the day, I got a platform saddle on the Paraceratherium, and I named him Cannon Man. I decided to spend a good amount of time on this area that I have marked on the map. Now, if you've already played Scorched Earth, you probably know this trick, but essentially this area has a few guaranteed wreck spawns. So what you can do is you can basically just kill off any low level one you find, and eventually you'll get a higher level one to spawn in. I also figured this would be a good way to make that final push towards level 80. I found a level 125 Rex, but that just wasn't quite high enough for me to tame, so I went ahead and killed it, and it got me to level 180, where we can now unlock the Industrial Forge. Okay, a level 130. Honestly, I kinda still want something a little bit higher, but I've been searching for like 2 hours now, so screw it, this is gonna have to do. I got the Rex trapped in an amazing trap designed by Captain Fat Dog, and again, like with my island video, I'll leave a link to Fat Dog's trap video in the description below. If you want a super easy Rex trap, please do yourself a favor and check that video out. I eventually got the Rex down, but I was super concerned it wasn't even going to happen because it kept getting really bloody while I was knocking it out. I even had to drop off a corpse or two at different times for it to then eat and heal up a little bit. Oh wow, that would explain it. This thing's health stat is very, very bad. Like 2200 health for a Wild Rex of this level is on the very low end. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna keep this thing. So instead, Candy Corn just got to have a nice little snack. I was not about to return home empty-handed, so I tamed up 2 dung beetles that we would then add to our garden. After gathering up the last little bit of crystal we would need, as well as waiting out a brief heat storm, I finally got the forge crafted up and placed down inside of our base, as well as the first of our storage vaults. Like I mentioned before, I was going to need a horse for the weight reduction on sand, so I made up this little taming pen. There are definitely better ways to do this, but it is what it is. I spent the entire day searching for a decent level 1 with absolutely no luck, so I just said screw it and grabbed this level 20 that was nearby to my base.
Whoa now. Whoa! Okay, let's keep at it. Hey, easy now! Easy now.
Eventually I was able to get it tamed, and of course went ahead and made up a saddle for it. Essentially I'm just going to have the horse following B-Ball as we gather up sand, and then I can also actually craft up clay while we're gathering. Oh yeah, and of course I also had to name the horse Roach. You know, I just realized that Candy Corn's event colors wore off with the event ending. I mean, it sucks to lose out on the movement speed bonus, but at the same time, I think the natural colors kind of look more like a Candy Corn, so it kind of works out. I headed back over to find a high level Rex, and after killing off a bunch of them, I finally reached level 82, which means we can unlock the chemistry bench. Holy crap, that Enki is rubber banding like an absolute madman. Wow, that takes me back to the early days of ARK when that would happen like all the time. And the vultures are cleaning it up. Level 125, man, oh, why? It's like right on the edge of what I at least want like a 135. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and at least knock this one out and see what the stats look like. I got the Rex trapped and eventually knocked out, and then just very quickly checked its health, and it actually has double the health as the last one we knocked out, which is pretty crazy. That just goes to show how low the last one's health was. And then while I was letting the Rex starve out, I tamed up not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 vultures. Alright, y'all are way too close to my Rex, and I need to feed it, so we're gonna have to take care of you. Oh, crap, I did not see that guy. Yo, he just came flying in like an absolute maniac. Alright, health it's holding up. I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna make it through this. Alright, Candy Corn, get me out of here before that thing jumps us again and we get killed. The Rex finished taming up, and then I also went ahead and grabbed this level 100 horse that I spotted while I was waiting on the Rex, because why not? 2 is better than 1, right? Back at base, I had to name all of our new tames. For the vultures, I went with Ratbird, Mary, Patricia, James, and Jennifer. Other than Ratbird, I literally just searched generic names on Google and went with that. And then I named our Rex Slate. Alright, buddy. I'm sorry I don't want to do this, but Halloween's over, man. It's time to take the costume off. And then we'll just go ahead and pump food, I guess? I don't know. What are you supposed to pump on these things? I also realized that I had never named the dung beetles, so of course I kept it super original, one-of-a-kind name for these guys, and named one John Lennon and the other one Paul McCartney. I snuck up behind our level 100 horse and put a carrot somewhere that we just won't dwell on. Got it tamed and named this one Torrent. I then got a chem bench crafted up and placed down. Now obviously the horses can do the same stuff as this chem bench, but I mainly got those for carrying sand, so I still want a spot dedicated for crafting. And then I spent the rest of the day getting a generator set up and the cables laid out so we could power up the chem bench. I spent a good portion of the next day gathering sand with our 2 horses close behind, and then started mass producing clay that I'll need to do some more building. And then I wanted to get a few more vaults set up, but I was a little bit short on polymer, so I headed back out to kill some more mantis, and eventually got a few more laid out. Okay, Bowser, I'm just going to drop you off up here, and then I'm going to go collect the rest of this oil. I will be right back. You should be safe up here, I think. Yeah, you'll be safe. Just stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Alright, that is the last of our oil pumps, so we'll just go ahead and grab Bowser. He's got a pretty good amount of metal on him, so we don't want to leave him here. And then, yeah, we'll head home. I swear, always for the camera. They always gotta poop for the camera. And there he is. He is just sitting up there like he is king of the mountain or something. Hey buddy, I told you I'd be back. I spent the rest of the day gathering up the other materials we would need for building, and by the end of the day we had a few of our building pieces crafted up. Alright, I am not going to have any freeloaders just living in my base in this video, so you guys have got to go. Yeah, that's right, buddy. You better run away. I mean, it might have taken me like 10 minutes to chase you out of my base trying to kill you, but hey, don't you be coming back either. I finished crafting up all of the building pieces for our next build, and it was once again time to get to building. Alright, so there we have it. Our second build is complete, and this one is basically just going to be a small little house that we will live out of throughout the rest of the video. On the island, I didn't actually do that. I just basically lived out of my workshop the whole time, so I wanted to make sure that I actually had a proper house to live out of on this one. But yeah, it's a quick little easy one. If you guys want to see a tutorial video for it, make sure you comment down below letting me know, and I'll get that video made for you. I spent the entire rest of the day looking for another high-level Rex that we could go ahead and start breeding them with absolutely zero luck. But on the plus side, I did manage to get a decent amount of levels on Slate. The following day was much more of the same. I continued searching for a high-level Rex with no luck, and then something very crazy happened. Alright, level 35. Not even going to get Slate out. It's not even worth it. I'll just kill it with the bird. Alright, buddy, come on over here. What the f? What the f happened? What the? Did that T-Rex just transformed into a rock element? Am I losing my freaking mind right now? Oh, alright. Really, dude? Really? I'm trying to have a freak out here. Oh my god, what the heck? Am I going crazy? That happened, right? Yep, that is definitely a rock elemental. Yep, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm going home. Oh, there's one right there by our trap. It's gonna trap itself. Awesome. Oh, there's another one. Two, nice. I am worried they're gonna just turn into elementals, though. Alright, if I could actually get a sight on this. Just a 55, okay. What are you? Is that a 150? Oh, but it's a male. Oh, why couldn't you be a female? The other one's a female. Gosh. Alright, well that 150, obviously we're still gonna take it though. I got the Rex trapped and eventually knocked out, and decided to leave it to starve while I took Bowser out to gather some more metal. And then later in the day, I used that metal to craft up a cannon and placed it on the back of Cannon Man. I'm gonna use this a little bit later on to knock out some rock elementals. Our max level Rex finished taming, and then this tech Rex decided that there was no way it was going to let anything else be the first thing to get killed. It literally came running over the hilltop to be the first death to our new Rex. I decided to stick around the area looking for a high level female so I could begin breeding, as well as going ahead and beginning to level our new Rex. And after searching all day, I eventually found a level 125. Now that is not really as high as I would like it, but at this point, I need a lady and I'm sick of looking, so we're gonna take it. After getting up close and personal to see if her feet smelled, she eventually passed out, and I left her here to begin starving down. While that was happening, I went and gathered up some more metal, and went ahead and crafted some gunpowder that I'll need for making cannonballs a little later on. And then I decided to go ahead and change the name of our max level Rex. I guess I'm just gonna go with moss. I don't know, I wanted something to do with like caramel apples, because it's like a brown and green color, but I've got nothing. And then at the end of the day, I popped some prime in our new Rex, and we got it tamed. Now we have a male and a female, we can start breeding them and building up our army. Back at base, I named our new Rex Bertha, and then bred her with moss. Alright, you two love birds, just have a good old time, and I'll be back. There we have it, our first Rex egg. You know what they say, the first one is always just so magical. I crafted up an industrial grill, as well as a few fridges, and placed them all down in our new house. Alright, that's a 125, okay. What's this guy? Is that a 40? And then, what do we got here? A 130. Alright, a 120. Okay. Alright, fellas, see you later. They just jumped off the mountain. I don't know, do we maybe come back for the 125 and the 130? It never hurts to have a few extra Argents just to carry stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll come back a little bit later on and see if they're still here. I came up here to gather sulfur, which you can find in these rocks that kind of look like metal, but to me, they more so look like the booger from the Mucinex commercials. It can be used for crafting things like the flamethrower, preserving salt, and propellant, but also it can be used to tame a rock golem, which is what we're going to use it for because I don't feel like making the kibble. And back at base, I crafted up a few cannonballs to go ahead and knock out a low-level elemental that I saw near my base. I got the elemental trapped in another fantastic trap designed by Captain Fat Dog, and once again I'll leave the link to this down in the description below. And then after a quick few shots to the head, we got this guy knocked out. With Moss now leveled up, I decided to kill some time while I was waiting on that elemental, so I took him out in the desert to hunt down some death worms. Alright, there we go. Wasn't too bad, he's like right around half health. How many levels did we get off of that? Let's see. Ooh, alright, 11 levels. Not too bad. We'll go ahead and start pumping up that melee damage. Hey, there's a desert drop over there. We are definitely going to go get that. Yep, that's why you always check before you jump off. There is a death worm. You know, I could probably already have grabbed it, but let's not risk it. We'll just go ahead and really quick swap out candy corn for moss. I mean, we could use the levels anyway, so might as well take that thing out. Alright, moss is getting a little too close for comfort. We're starting to see red here. Alright, there we go. That was getting a little risky. We did get 5 more levels. Go ahead and transfer this stuff over. And then I think we'll just go ahead and continue putting this all in melee damage for now. Alright, let's just grab this really quick and then we'll check it out once we get back on our Argent. Alright, let's see. We got a Journeyman brought to... Alright, we're just going to throw that out. And then a Mastercraft fabricated sniper blueprint. Nice. That's kind of expensive, but I think we can afford it. That's a good find. I spent a good portion of the rest of the day gathering up the materials I would need to make that sniper, and now we just need to get some more organic polymer. And then eventually the rock elemental finished taming, and of course I had to name this one Geodude. It is a very low level, but I'm mainly just taming these things to check the box. Alright, let's see how the chainsaw does on these guys. I brought it here to test it out. Let's see. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Why have I not been using this? Yeah, I have not played this map in forever. I did not remember that it gathered like that. Alright, well, we're going to have that rifle made in no time. No, do not! No! Dang it, stop being cannibals! I need to be able to get off and grind them things up with a chainsaw. Oh god, they hit pretty hard. Oh man, candy corn is not doing good. Why is it with me and getting my Argents almost killed? Alright, we need to kill some stuff so you can heal up. I spotted another death worm, so I grabbed an explorer note with Slate so that I could get some levels on him as well. Hey, there we go. Good job, Slate. I never doubted you for a second. You know what? Let's go ahead and use the chainsaw on this. We're probably going to hit like inventory cap here before we're even done with this. That is so much stuff. And that is so much blood just spewing out in our face right now. Like, Oh my gosh, it's kind of nasty. I don't want to forget this. Alright, we'll grab that stuff, and then let's go ahead and see what kind of levels we got here. Slate's already leveled pretty good, so probably not going to get as many levels. Oh, we still got 9. That's not bad. Alright, let's see what we got here in this one. Oh gosh, don't tell me that's what I think it is. Alright, well we have a, looks like a Mastercraft Riot Helmet blueprint and a Ascendant platform saddle for a water tame, because, you know, gonna need that here in the desert. With enough polymer, I went back to base and crafted up our sniper rifle, and then of course I had to test it out on some of the local wildlife outside of the base.
Alright, let's see what this here rifle can do. I'll put a few of these right here between your eyes there, bud. Let me go ahead and slap a new one in this beauty. Oh, you think you gonna run away from me, pal? Let me put a few more right there in your ear hole. See how that tickles you. Boy, I tell you what, that was some good shooting there, brother.
With 2 horses tamed, I decided to go ahead and replant our garden with all of the different crops that we'll need for making our consumables. And then I headed out to look for a high-level terror bird. I've never actually used a terror bird, so I thought it would be a fun idea for this playthrough to try to use them for the cave runs. Oh, snap. There's another Titanosaur. I love how they just fall out of the sky like a big old brick just hitting the ground. I don't even know. Man, I really need to come out and kill these things somehow, some way, because there's a lot of levels waiting in those things. Alright, buddy, don't, I'm just gonna fly past you here. Don't bother me. We'll see you later, maybe. Oh my gosh, there's another, what the? Is there really 2 of these things right here? That makes 3 of them on the map. It is just raining Titanosaurs. Oh, I think there's one right there underneath that tree. Oh, 140 female. What was that, 45, I think? Okay, oh, there's another one over here. What are you? Level 90. Which one was it? Was it this orange one? No, that's the 45. Okay, it's that one right there. Oh my gosh, I have looked at so many freaking terror birds. Like, I was about to lose my mind. The only bad thing is I want to take this back to base to tame it, and it's going to attack me the entire way there. I just need you to hold out, Candy Corn. Alright, I'm just going to drop you off right up here while I build you a trap. Just hang out, and I'll come back and get you in a little bit. Alright, that is a level 10. So this is our 140. Alright, let's go get... Alright, can you just not attack me, please? Alright, let's get her and take her down there to the trap. Alright, we'll just go ahead and drop you in there. I'm going to clear out this stuff around here. I don't want, like... I don't know. I just don't want something to happen. We'll draw these things away and clear them out. Actually, you know what? I should probably leave that alive because I'll use its prime. Did the level 10 come down here? Alright. Get out of here, dude. Level 10, like, chased us off the ledge. What? Shut up, radar. Just shut up. Oh my gosh. Can it get out of a regular door? Well, like I said, I've never tamed a terror bird. Might as well just kill this guy now. I've never tamed a terror bird, so... Didn't know they could fit through regular doors. That's great. I spent the entire next day flying around on Candy Corn, just really taking a moment to just work through some things and try to pull myself out of this state of depression that I was in after the events of the prior night. And looking for another terror bird, which eventually I did find this level 130. But after knocking it out, I just decided that since I've never done these caves with a terror bird before, I wanted to make sure I had something a little bit stronger. And with how many of these things spawned on the map, I was pretty confident with enough determination that I will find something. Alright, I guess this loot drop just doesn't have a drop. It must have like glitched through the ground or something.
Regard to Enterprise. 2 to beam up.
After spending the majority of this day searching for a terror bird as well, I decided to take a break and began gathering materials and crafting the pieces I would need for my next build. This continued into the next day, and then as I was heading out to collect some more wood, I spotted a new terror bird right outside of our base. Yeah, we're definitely going to tame that, a level 140. And it's like really close to our base, so we don't have to like, let, you know, Candy Corn get absolutely beat up carrying it back. I dropped the terror bird off in our new and improved trap and started knocking it out. He's at the point now where I can just throw all of this prime meat on him. He's not going to insta-tame, but he will eat it all before it spoils. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then get back to crafting. As the terror bird was finishing taming, I was able to get the last building pieces for my next build done. But before we get started on that, I of course had to name him Drumstick and take him out on a test run, which almost ended very badly. Hey there, little buddy. Oh, it's trying to get us. It's trying to get us. Alright, let's kill it. Oh no, it got us. Why did I go after that thing? I know those things are nothing but trouble. Alright, Drumstick killed it. We're fine. No reason to freak out. We'll be good here in a second. And we can get out of here. Alright, where's Drumstick at? Alright. Oh crap, that's a rock elemental. Oh my gosh. That thing was so oh, he's upset. It was so close to us. Alright, let's just run away. Wow. That could have ended so badly. Let's just leave him there and go home. With our new terror bird safely back at base, it was time to get started on our next build. Alright, so there we have it. Our third build is complete, and this is actually going to be the first of our pens, and this one is going to be for our adorable furry little friend, the Jerboa. So guys, if you want to see a tutorial for this, leave me a comment down below letting me know. Now obviously this pen was not just for radar, so I needed to tame me some Jerboas, and a lot of them. Luckily there were 2 hanging out around our base to get us started. Oh, there's one more right here. No, there's 2 more right here. No, there's 3 more right here. Wow, that is pretty great. Alright, just sit still here, little buddies. You're just going to feel a sharp pinch. Just get this guy. And I just missed that shot. That's pretty embarrassing. Alright. Did he not? Okay, it went down. Alright, there we go. We got 3 more taming up here. I returned home after taming 15 new Jerboa and began releasing them into our new prison. Home. And then I had the task of coming up with names for all of them. I ended up going with Peanut, Butter, Momo, Gizmo, Pinky, Ghost, Espresso, Boba, Rocket, Coco, Furby, Sandy, Dusty, Coop, and Firefox. After grabbing an Explorer note, I spent a good portion of the remainder of this day just leveling up Drumstick to get ready for taking on our first cave. And then I did a little bit of gathering and crafting for another quick build. I continued prepping for doing our first cave by gathering the mushrooms and flowers that I would need for making antidotes. I really wish there was a better way to do this on this map, because stomping around with this dude getting 1 flower or 1 mushroom every like 3 hits or 4 hits is not really fun. Alright, so we have enough to craft 1. Alright, cool. I think that's going to give us 6 in the chem bench, but that's just going to have to do it for now. Hopefully we don't need 6 antidotes in our first cave. I also went ahead and placed a few cooking pots down and started crafting up some med brews. So now that the Jerboas have a home, I kind of feel bad because the vultures don't, and I have a few of them gathered up now, so we're going to go ahead and build them just like a small little coop. Alright, so there we have it. It's nothing crazy, just a simple little coop for our vultures. I do still feel kind of bad because the Jerboa house is a lot nicer, but, you know, they're just going to have to deal with it. I remembered that I got some angler gel from a death worm, so I decided to start using that for med brews because angler gel does not create charcoal, so you don't have to worry about accidentally making red dye. I'm going to take a little vulture army into the caves with me, so I decided to tame up a few more decent level ones. Oh, nice. There's a 130. All right, cool. There is a death worm over here, so we're going to have to take that out, but that's why we brought Moss with us, so we'll be fine. All right, there we go. Death worm down. We can tame our vulture now. Hey, get back here and be my friend. All right, we got the 130. I got a level 110 tamed as well, and then headed back home, where I named our 3 new vultures Desert Queen, Adrian Toombs, and Roseanne. I crafted up a pump-action shotgun and then gathered up our vultures to head to our first cave. I also decided I would take my raptor squad with me in case things get hairy, because they're basically just sitting around my base at this point, so why not? I mean, let's face it, they're pretty disposable. I'm sorry, Mary, but I only got 1 cryopod left, and James is 120 levels higher than you, so you're gonna have to hang out and miss out on the battle. I just imagine, like, all of the rest of them get killed, and I come back to base and Mary's just in a complete panic like, it should have been me, I should have been there. I made it to the entrance of our first cave, which is known as the Old Tunnels. It holds the artifact of the Gatekeeper and is roughly right here on your map. I decided to leave our raptors in their cryopods for now, until we need them, but hopefully we won't. Okay, so this is like the first bad guy I've seen. I don't know if the cave is glitched or something, but I don't feel like this is right. Okay, well, the vultures took care of that pretty quick. Oh, get domed there, bud. Alright, the artifact is... okay, it's not here. Yep, the cave is definitely glitched. The artifact's not spawning. Creatures aren't really spawning very much. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave the cave and come back, and hopefully it loading back in will make everything spawn. Okay, well, the artifact spawned in just from us coming up here. I guess we'll go get it. I don't really want to. Like, I kind of want to, like, I don't want to waste time leaving and coming back, but it's kind of cheap to just go grab it without really having to earn it. Alright, well, there we go. We got the artifact. Very cheap-like, but it is what it is. I'm going to run this artifact back to base and come back and get another one because, 1, I want to have 2 so that I can build a shrine room, so I'm going to need an extra one, but also, I want to do this cave legit. Like, I don't feel good about it just being cheap and easy because the game glitched and nothing spawned. Oh, there we go. There is some stuff spawning, and I got some bats and a spider right here. So at least we have a little bit of a challenge getting out. And maybe there will be some stuff when we come back through for the second round. Did I hear mantis? Yeah, there's some mantis too. Alright, so we got a little bit of a challenge now. Vultures are taking care of it though. Alright, well, if the vultures would get out of the way. There's a lizard boy down here this time, so I mean, at least we got, hopefully, some stuff to challenge us on the way down to the artifact. Just, you know, take this guy. Oh my gosh, how many shots can I put in this thing's head? What level are you? That was only a 55. Wow, he took a few bullets. Take this guy out right here. Alright, jump him. Get him, bird gang. Good job, bird gang. Oh gosh, that's a rubble golem. I don't know if our vultures could take that thing out. It would probably kill them. Let's just try to get it to fall down. Alright, I think it fell over the ledge. Oh crap, no, it's right there. Alright, it should have fallen by now. Like, that definitely should have made it fall. I think we are good to go. I think we can get down there now. Yeah, I don't see it. I love how they just, like, absolutely swarm. Are they gonna get it? There we go. I love that. They just... Alright, well, good job there, Adrian. You did absolutely nothing. Oh, crap, there's another rubble golem. Well, actually, that's probably the same one, but we'll just get it to fall again. It probably fell down to that spot. Let's just get it to drop off this ledge. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, we're clear now. We can get to the artifact. All right, there is our second artifact. Let's grab it and get out of here. After returning back to base with our second artifact of the Gatekeeper, I decided to start making the turrets that I would need to build our Wyvern Death Wall. I got a few of them crafted and then realized I was running really low on metal, so I took Bowser back out for another run. Oh, okay, a 130. That's very good compared to what I've seen. There's a few more over here somewhere. Where are they at? There they are. What are you? a 125, and a 95. All right, those first two are pretty good. I mean, I've been looking at like every pig for all 53 days now, and those are by far the best I've seen. So hopefully they don't despawn. All right, let's just grab this really quick, and then we'll get back on candy corn because it is not safe right here. All right, let's see our haul. We got a Bronto saddle. We actually have an Ascendant Thorny Dragon saddle and an Ascendant Mantis saddle blueprint. And what is that? A Journeyman chainsaw blueprint. This is actually like a really good loot drop. Listen to this. Just listen to this. Why did I put the Jabroa pen right next to my workshop? This is beyond annoying. I got a few more turns crafted up and began making the bullets. Now we're just going to go ahead and pause it right there. You see that? If you've played ARK, you probably know already those are the wrong type of bullets. Yeah, that's what happens when you're pushing through till about 4 a.m. trying to get just one more day recorded. Fast forward to the next day, and after some more gathering, I finally got the right bullets crafted. And then I headed over to the Wyvern Trench to set up our wall. Alright, so there is a lightning wyvern down there. Those are definitely going to be the most dangerous, unless we run into an alpha, but... Oh my gosh, I am so nervous. Like, I wish I had like a hand cam going right now, because my hands are shaking. I'm so nervous. I'm not sure where that lightning wyvern went. Like, he has to be over there somewhere, but it just keeps disappearing. Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh my god! Alright, it's just a poison wyvern. It's just a poison. We're alright. We just gotta avoid the breath. Just don't let it hit me, because it'll mess me up. Just serpentine. Duck and weave, candy corn. Just don't let it shoot me with the breath. Alright, turns, stop shooting those scorpions, and please take care of this guy. Okay. They got it. That was actually, they killed it quick, but wow. Alright, this is gonna go well. This is off to a good start. I'm flying like directly above where the lightning wyvern was, and I just cannot find it. I don't know if it despawned when I flew away a little bit, or if it can kill itself in the lava, if that's possible. It's probably just meshing into a wall down there, just waiting for me to come in. Alright, screw it. I am grabbing this egg, and if the lightning wyvern is anywhere hiding, we are about to find out firsthand. And of course, it's a level 25. Screw it, I'm grabbing it. Let's go, candy corn. Get me out of here, candy corn. There shouldn't be anything that way. It'll only be this way, because we killed everything the other way. I don't see that lightning wyvern anywhere. I don't think it must have, like, when I went to my turrets, I think the turrets are actually out of render distance, so maybe when I went back to the turrets with that poison one, it might have despawned or something, but... Alright, well, we got our first egg, even if it is a very low level. I ended up grabbing one more low level egg, this time being a lightning egg. And then I baited out one last wyvern to its death before deciding that I had gotten enough thrills for the day, and I wanted to head home. Back at base, I went ahead and started incubating the eggs. Now, I wasn't going to fully hatch them yet since I don't have any milk, but I did just want to get them close. Then, while I was waiting, I headed out to look for an ovis, since that's probably going to be our best bet for taming those Daedon, but I found absolutely nothing. So I said, screw it. I went and grabbed the 125, because the 130 had apparently despawned, and we're just going to do this the hard way. Candy corn took a heck of a beating on the way over here, and I had to stop several times to kill stuff and get health, but eventually we got our little piggy dropped off in the pen. Alright, it should be getting pretty close. You know what, let me go ahead and check it here real quick. Oh yeah, one more shot. One more shot will knock it out. Alright, let's get our crossbow back out. Hey there, buddy, don't you run away from me, come on. There we go. Good boy. Alright, now we just gotta gather a absolute butt ton of raw meat. Alright, this guy, we'll go check on him, see how much he's eaten, see how far along he is. If I could get in there. Why is he about to wake up? Oh my gosh, I do not have time to go get narcotics. Yep, there it goes. He just got up. And he's healing. Why did that just happen? I don't... Oh my... I hit the wrong... I have several timers on my phone from like when I've tamed different things. And I did not hit the one for this Daedon's narcotic timer. I hit the wrong one. This is like... I got really sick over the holidays, and now I'm suffering from like post-sickness brain, I think, because these last few days have been just rough. I got the Daedon knocked out again, and since it had already starved out some, I just went ahead and loaded it up with food. And now finally we have ourselves a Daedon, and since it's green and it's a pig, I named it Green Eggs and Ham. Because I didn't have any milk yet, I considered just using the Daedon's healing to heal the baby wyverns as they were starving, but with them being such a low level, it probably wouldn't be worth the trouble. So I headed back over to the Wyvern Trench to try to find a higher level egg. it suddenly dawned on me that you're actually able to pick up and move the turrets. So I decided to go ahead and push our death wall a little bit closer to the trench, because honestly, I built it way too far out. Alright, there we go. I think this will do the trick. I think this is close enough. Alright, let's just go ahead and pop one in this guy right here. Alright, time to run. Come on, candy corn, get us out of here. Get us out of here, candy corn. Oh, level 10. Alright, well hopefully that one didn't spawn any eggs. This one has some really nice colors to it. Hopefully it's a high level and it's laid an egg in there. Nope, level 15. What a shame. After striking out on any high level eggs again, I decided to do something a little bit more productive, so I took Bowser out to gather some more metal, crafted up a few air conditioners and placed them down, and began hatching our first bundle of Rex eggs. While I was waiting on the Rex to hatch, I thought it would be a good idea to get a Tapijara for baiting out the wyverns, since they are a little bit faster than an Argent. So if you're new to ARK or you're not familiar with this creature, it is one of few creatures on the ARK that will actually run away from you if you just get too close to it. So what I had to do was consume a rare flower, because when consumed, rare flowers will give you an effect that will cause all wild dinosaurs, even if they're ones like this that flee, to come after you and basically just try to rip your head off. So I ate a few rare flowers to keep it aggroed to me, and then started drawing it back to my base where I could safely knock it out. But it was taking so long to draw this Tappy back to my base that I ended up having to leave it about halfway, because the Rex eggs were about to hatch and I just needed to be there to pinch their cute little cheeks when they came out. Alright, there we go. That was not the egg that I thought would hatch first, but it is what it is. Alright, can we get you out of there? Come on. Wait, there it is. Alright, imprint. Alright. And it's a female. Awesome. Our first one is a female. That is great. That is what we're looking for, because then once they're raised, we can go ahead and breed them to start getting more eggs. Alright, baby number 2 is out. Go ahead and imprint on it. And then let's see. It is a male. Sorry, buddy. You are a disappointment to me and all of the tames that we have here at our base. It looks like the third one hatched over here too. Let's go ahead and imprint. And it's a female. You are not a disappointment. I love you very much. That is 2 out of 3 so far. Hopefully this fourth one is a female also, and we'll be off to a really good start. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. Imprint real quick. A female. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. 3 females out of 4 eggs. That's great. We can go ahead and start breeding them with their father, and then, yeah, we'll just keep getting more eggs. You did good, Mom. You did really good. Just don't watch what's going to happen next. With those hatched and cryoed, I went back for the Tappy, baited it back to my base, and got it knocked out, and by the end of the day, we had it tamed. I decided to get a bunch of gathering done before I began raising the Rex. That way, while I'm stuck in my base raising them, I can go ahead and get a good amount of building done. While we're out gathering, Bertha laid us another egg, so I grabbed it and started hatching it. That way, if it comes out a female, we can raise it with the other 3. And by the end of the day, I had crafted up the first few building pieces that we would need for our next build. I spent most of this day just standing in front of a vault, crafting building pieces while I was waiting on the new Rex to hatch. Oh, we got over here just in time. Alright, let's go ahead and imprint, and hopefully it is another okay, it's a male. Alright, well, we had to hatch it, you know, we had to, just in case it ended up coming out a female, we had to go ahead and hatch it, so no big deal. With that last egg hatched, I began raising the 3 females. I'm only going to raise these 3 for now, and then I'll just raise those males during one last final push. I'm not really going for any kind of mutation, so it honestly doesn't matter. I finished crafting the rest of the building pieces I would need, so now as soon as we imprint on those Rex, we can go ahead and start building. Alright, here we go. Got the cryopod ready in case I need to re-roll what they're asking for. Sweet. First one just wants a cuddle. That is off to a good start. Alright, let's head over here. Oh, second one wants a cuddle too. Okay, and the third one wants a cuddle. You 3 girls are the best giant fleshing monster babies any man could ever ask for. With that done, it is once again time to get to building. So our next build is complete, and this one is going to be a Morellatops pen. Now I'll give you a little bit more of an in-depth look at this one since it is a little bit bigger. So around the outside, I tried to maintain that very square, modular look of desert builds while also getting some good detail in there. We have some spaces here on the front for keeping our smaller tames, and then on the inside we have this sort of open roof look in the middle and 6 total pens for our Morellatops. So while I'm sure Fergie wouldn't mind having it all to herself, we need to go tame 5 more. It is just absolutely sprinting into this rock. Like, I love how it's just going as hard as it can right into a rock. Come on, you gotta go down here soon. Alright, there we go. First one down. I really don't feel like making traps for these things, so it's gonna be really annoying, like chasing them around, trying to knock them all out. Sir, could you please come over here? Like, please come over by me. Thank you. Yo, that is too perfect. He literally came back and passed out right next to the other one. You are too good to me. Look at them sitting there together. Alright, there we go. First Morellatops, well, I guess second Morellatops technically, but... Oh, I called you a sir earlier, and you are actually a female, so I'd like to formally apologize as I stick you in this tiny little ball. Today's video is sponsored by Dasani. Dasani, quenching your thirst since 1999. I went back out and found 3 more Morellatops to knock out, and then on my way back to base I found another one that was a lower level, so I decided to tame it instead of the level 90 that I had just knocked out. While I was waiting on that one to be ready to tame, 3 of the other ones we had already knocked out finished taming, so I brought them back to base and just needed to name them. Oh, come on, I didn't even make it inappropriate. Like, I censored it. You can't just let me have that one, no? I eventually ended up going with Jugs, Humpty Dumpty, and Cammy. And then eventually we got that last one tamed, and I named her Camille. After completing another imprint, I figured I had enough time to run the nearby cave. This one is the Grave of the Tyrants. It holds the artifact of the crag, and is located roughly right here on your map. This time I did just bring all my vultures so Mary gets to come along, and then I have a few raptors just in case. The light shining through the top of the cave is just so nice. Like, I just love the way that looks. Oh, look, there's actually some bad guys in this one. We actually get to have a little bit of a fight to get the artifact. Alright, that should do it for this room. Mary, what are you doing? You're gonna get yourself killed, Mary. You're gonna trigger a rubble golem. You're gonna get yourself and all of us killed. She's like, oh, I'm coming back. I'm just cleaning up. Just making sure this place looks nice. Don't want to leave it a mess. We didn't find it like that. Alright, that is a rubble golem. We'll need to... Oh, gosh, it triggered. I was not close enough to trigger that thing. Alright, guys, come on. Don't get hit. Don't get... Okay, everybody's safe. Let's run away, and we'll just have to go the other way. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna try to jump over its head and, like, you know, do our little wing flap to get past it. Alright, back out. Here we go! Oh, yeah, we're gonna clear him easily. I don't even know where... I don't even see him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's back there. Oh, yeah, easy clear. Oh, okay, I probably shouldn't have dropped like that. Just like a rock hitting the ground. Alright, we'll just clear these guys out, and then we can get that red drop. Oh, no, Mary! No! Oh man, I kind of jinxed her. Oh, see, this is why I didn't bring you to the last cave, Mary. Alright, well, you know, let's get this drop and see what she died for. Oh, an Ascendant Lamantria saddle. That's useful. You didn't die for nothing, Mary. Alright, there we go. We got the first artifact of the crag and the skin for the torch. Alright, looks like some people are back here. Queen and Adrian. Oh no, there's a rubble golem right there. Alright, let's just whistle passive. Everybody follow me. Just ignore that stuff and let's get it. There goes Queen. That's 2 vultures now, and we lost our sweet desert queen. Alright, just ignore him. Come on, guys. Let's get out here before we lose any more of you. I eventually got back to my base with no further casualties and the artifact in hand, and started healing up my team with some green eggs and ham. I decided to take it easy the next day after all of that excitement, so I just did a ton of gathering. That way we would have the resources needed for more building. And I added a ladder up to the roof of our pen, so we can keep our flyers up here. I started crafting up the building pieces for my next pen, and then I decided I first wanted to make a few small mausoleums for our dearly departed vultures. I figured this little cliff would make the perfect spot, but first I had to evict this terror bird. Alright, now to just get rid of the body, I didn't bring a hatchet, so we're just gonna have to toss you off the ledge over here, and it might stink up the place a little bit, but you know what, you'll decompose after an hour or 2 in the sun. You know, we'll just leave you right here behind this rock. You know, out of sight, out of mind, right? Oh, my sweet desert queen. The odds were against us, and the number of suitors that you had fighting over your hand were more than I wanted to compete with, but I really felt like we were starting to fall in love these last few months together in the desert. And sweet, sweet Mary, I feel as though it's almost my fault that you died, and for that I am truly sorry. May you both rest peacefully now and know that your sacrifices will not be forgotten. At this point, the wrecks are nearly raised, but we do still have time to squeeze in one more build. Alright, so there we go. Our next build is complete, and this one is a pen for moths. Yeah, probably the last pen anyone would ever ask for, but I said I'm going to do every Scorched Earth tame, so we got to get that done. So now we need to go and tame some moths. Alright, this one is only a level 25, so that is perfect. I'm only going to go for low level ones because I genuinely just do not care about these things at all. And they actually take a while to tame, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't think these things would be that hard or take that long to tame, but whatever. We need to be careful not to kill it. Alright, awesome. Now we just need to go find 6 more. Candy corn, if you don't mind, you're really just getting in the way at this point. Like, move. Oh, yep, that's what I was talking about. Alright, well, let's go find some more. I ended up knocking out 3 more of them before it was time to start feeding the first one. What the heck? Why is it inside of this rock? I thought I knocked it out up here on the cliff. Am I actually starting to lose my mind from being in this desert? Well, luckily Candy Corn looted a hatchet when we killed a few saber-tooths, so we can get this guy out. Alright, don't worry little buddy, I'm gonna free ya. I got the first 2 moths tamed, knocked out 2 more, and then the 3rd and 4th one finished taming as well. And then at the very end of the day, I found this really pretty colored one, so I decided to knock it out as our number 7. The 5th one finished taming, and then I decided to knock out and tame this low-level thorny dragon, since I'm going to need some of them eventually. Soon after that, the 6th one finished as well, and then I rushed back to base to get the last imprint on our 3 wrecks, and funny enough, they all just wanted to go on a walk with me. The 7th one finally finished taming, so it was back to base to name all of them. I ended up going with Butterfree, Venomoth, Dustox, Mothra, Beautifly, Crop Duster, and Grand Moth Tarkin. I know what you're thinking, very original, right? And then finally our 3 wrecks were all grown up, and it was time to do the unspeakable act of forcing them to breed with... Yeah, we're just not gonna talk about it. We need more wrecks. I decided to hatch our new eggs, so while they were cooking up, I went ahead and did a little more crafting. Come on. Alright, there we go. First one hatched. Go ahead and imprint on it. If I could just get the prompt. There it is. Okay. All right. Can I get the prompt here, please? There we go. Okay. Imprint on it. And then it's a female. Nice. We've had some pretty good luck this run with getting a lot of females. Why can't I cryopod it? Oh, there goes the other 3. All right. We'll imprint on you. What are you, buddy? You are a male. Okay. Imprint on you. You are also a male. All right. Come on. Please be a female. All right. 2 females. You know what? It's because there's a lightning storm. Can't use the cryopods. I guess we should probably start feeding these guys and gals so they don't starve.
The storm passed before long, so I went ahead and cryoed the 2 males. Again, I'm just going to raise all of the males at the very end, and then I started working on the females so that we can get them to start laying some eggs as well. And then I spent the rest of the day crafting, and by the end of the day, we had everything we would need to start working on our next build. I decided to hold off on starting the next build, and instead headed back over to the cave to get our second artifact. This time I took one of my wrecks with me, just in case things get out of hand. There's actually like a lot more bad dudes here this time, but we should be able to just clear this all out using the rifle. Alright, this dude's just stuck. There he comes. Nope, he's still stuck. Alright, that should be the last of them for this section, at least. Oh, crap. The spiders hit us from down there. Oh, crap. No, don't go down there. Don't go down there. Come back up here. Whistle passive. Get them back up here. Oh, snap. The bats are chasing them. Alright, fight them. Fight the bats. No. Patricia. Not you, Patricia. No. That's like my best one. Dude, oh my gosh. This is a disaster. Oh, Jennifer. Gosh. This is a mess. Jeez, there is still a ton of bad dudes down there. And my 3 vultures are basically like, they're dead at this point. Alright, that's what we're going to do. It's time to bust out this big mama. Come here, sweetie. Let's get you out and let's get this cave done. The artifact is like right there. Alright, well, thank you for pooping on me. That's great. I love that. Always do love that. I just stepped on a snail. Oh, shoot. Yep. Definitely saw that at the very last second. Well, let's see if we can kill it, I guess. Alright, there we go. It took a good long while, but our Rex didn't really take much damage, so that is good to know that we can handle one of those things. Yeah, you let out a roar, girl. You tell them. Using my Rex, I was able to clear out the rest of the cave and got my hands on our second artifact of the crag. And then I just headed home to safety before I lose any more vultures. Oh dear Patricia, you were one of the first vultures I tamed. And you will be missed. Adrian, killed by a bat. What kind of weird multiverse is this? You're supposed to get taken down by the guy who dresses like a spider, not the one that dresses up like a bat. And Jennifer. Honestly, I'm running out of things to say at this point, so, sorry you died. That sucks. Yeah, this graveyard's getting pretty full here. We should probably be a little more careful from now on. Now with the funeral proceedings out of the way, I headed back over to the Wyvern Trench to see about finding a better egg. I ended up crafting another generator and cables and moved my setup further down the trench to check some more nests. Alright, this is a poison, only level 25, so... Geodude, no! No! Oh, alright, that was close. I must have forgot to turn off his victim item collection, so... I'll just go ahead and eat this guy up, and then let's churn that off of you, buddy. Let's go ahead and turn that off. I ended up clearing out a handful of wyverns, but the only egg that I found was a level 10 fire egg. I've had absolutely no luck with these eggs. After spending another full day looking for eggs with no luck, I decided to make up enough stuff so that I can move my turrets down the trench a few more times. I'm just going to go ahead and try to clear it all out until at least I find something decent. After moving my setup again, clearing out more wyverns, I found a level 35 lightning egg. And it's pretty sad, this is the best egg that I've found so far, and would be the best egg that I would find all of day 77. After moving my setup 2 more times, I found a level 70 fire egg. Now let's not be mistaken here, this is not a very good egg, it's middle of the pack at best, but at this point I need to at least be able to say I raised 1 wyvern, so I'm just going to take this one for now. So like I said, we settled for that egg, and to reward our Tappy for his hard work, I named him Fetch. And then we got this egg set up for hatching and took one of our Rex out for a meat run, since I will be using the Daedon healing method after all, as I wasn't able to get any milk. Oh man, I spent way too long out getting meat. Like, please, get out here, Rex, get out. Please be okay, please be okay, please be okay. Come on. Oh, it's hatched already. Are you alright? Imprint. Don't name you W. Are you okay? Alright, it's fine. Alright, let's get you in this cryo, little buddy. I got the wyvern set up next to our Daedon, so for anyone who doesn't know, essentially the Daedon has the ability to passively heal your tames. Because I don't have wyvern milk to give this baby, I'm just going to let it starve and the Daedon will keep its health afloat. The only downside to this is you have to provide the Daedon with massive amounts of raw meat, as it consumes it very fast while healing. And if it runs out, well, the wyvern's just gonna die. I spotted another low-level thorny dragon down the hill from my base, so I knocked it out and got it tamed up. And then I crafted a set of ghillie armor as well as some bug spray. I'm going to need this to tame some mantis later on. I went out and gathered some raw salt that we'll use to make preserving salts. This doubles the time it takes for food to spoil, so if we put a stack of it in the Daedon's inventory, it'll keep us from losing meat as quickly. This Listro is chilling in my base, and unlike the kangaroos, she gets to stay. Alright, there we go. Welcome to the team. We're going to name you Boost Baby. Sure, let's go with that. With the babies to take care of, especially the wyvern, I decided that now was a good time to go ahead and start on our next build. Alright, so there we go, our next build is done, and this is a pen for our thorny dragons. Just to quickly show it off, again, I tried sticking with the same general theme. I tried to do the pen sections to look like the special saddle skin that these guys have, which I don't know what happened to mine. I must have thrown it out on accident when I was clearing out all of my extra skins at the beginning. Anyways, if you want to see a tutorial for this, like always guys, leave a comment down below, and I'll try to get that made. Alright, we'll just let it aggro to candy corn, and then we'll just... oh my gosh, I did not think it could knock candy corn like that. It's just bullying it down the hill. Jeez, we gotta rename you Cotton Candy Corn. You're too light, man. Alright, that was a bad joke, I'm sorry. Alright, well, I'm coming Candy Corn, just survive. You should be able to take the damage from that little guy. It's a very low level. Alright, well, we will just go ahead and parachute down here. This is not how I saw this one going. Well, this is not at all, like I said, not at all how I planned on doing this, but, I mean, if it works, right? Alright, there we go, it's down. This is actually exactly how I planned on doing this. I got that thorny dragon tamed up, and then I found another one to knock out. There were a few other thorny dragons with him, but they were a little bit higher level, so I decided to leave them alone, even if they weren't going to leave me alone for messing with their pal. Oh, we got 3 more right here. Let's see what they are. Alright, level 10, we'll get that one. Level 15, we'll get that one. Level 15. Alright, we'll get all 3 of these. That is actually really awesome. We'll take the level 10 back to our base, and then I gotta repair my crossbow, but we'll knock this one out back to the base, and then hopefully these guys will still be here when we get back. I got the level 10 knocked out, and then it was back to the mountain to knock out the other 2, as well as this level 25 that I apparently didn't see. The first one we knocked out on the top of the mountain finished taming, so I grabbed him, and then I found one more low level one a little bit down the mountain and knocked it out as well. I then went back to base and tamed the one that we had dropped off, and then not too much later, the other 4 were all tamed up as well. Alright, there we go. That is the last imprint on these wrecks, but where is the other one? Nope, it's over there by the thorny dragon. Just gonna run off that cliff. Alright, I guess I'll just leave you... Oh, never mind. There it is. Just sprinting over here. Jeez, man. Well, I guess I tamed too many of these guys. Like, I planned on leaving Tail Whip out since I was going to be using him a lot. But even then, I still have another one too many to fit inside the pen, so whatever. Before long, our new Rex were fully grown, so we went ahead and got these ones breeding as well. The next day wasn't too exciting. I spent most of it gathering and crafting for our next build, and then I took a Rex out and did a meat run to fill up the Daedon. The crafting continued into the next day, and then I began hatching the remaining Rex eggs, as we now have enough to get our Rex total to 18. Then our Wyvern had reached the point where it began starving and would start building up torpor. So I crafted up some stimulant, and we're just going to have to feed it some every now and then to keep its torpor down. I hatched the first 3 of our 6 eggs, and we got twins. It's just too bad this didn't happen sooner. And then I hatched the other 3 eggs as well. I'm not quite ready to raise them all yet, but we will do that soon. I then finished crafting for our next build, so I decided to go ahead and knock it out before we start raising all of our wrecks. So as you can obviously tell, this is a pen for our one and only rock elemental. It was kind of hard to come up with something because he is just so big, but I think it works. And if you had multiple rock elementals, you could just continue adding more of these sort of pens in a row, as they are pretty modular. With the build done, it was time to start our final Rex raising. We actually have 11 because of those twins, which will give us a total of 19. But that's alright, just in case we don't find a high level Eutyrannus. And then after loading them up with some food, I went out real quick and tamed my first 2 Manus. I tamed one more as it turned to day 87, and then I figured I should probably go check on the Rex, and then I'll head back out and try to tame a few more. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Holy crap! Is that 4 of them? It is like Deathworm City over here. Holy crap. Alright, well, I need to go back and check on the Rex, but I'm definitely going to come back over here and try to take a few of these out to get a few more horns. Hopefully we can get them like one at a time. Oh gosh, one of them came over here to us. I did not think they could come over here all the way. Well, that works. Alright, battling the Deathworm with a lightning storm raging in the background. This is going to be the finale in the next Jurassic World movie. Just you watch. Alright, first one down. That was actually pretty easy. Go ahead and eat this guy up real quick. And then, oh, look at that. Our Rex got 10 levels. That's pretty nice. There are some Mantis over here. One of you guys please be a high level. 15, 5, 10. Awesome. They're all low levels. Oh, there's more over there. There should be like 3 of them. I saw 140. That's a 140. Oh my gosh, yes. I can finish taming a few more low level ones, and I can get a high level one. I might use it for the last cave. Dude, this is perfect. Alright, here we go. Here we go. And here we go. Alright, if I can do it. Alright, 29%. So it's going to take all 4 of my remaining horns to get the 140. Alright, horn number 2. Oh gosh, she's mad. She's mad. Oh, must have put it in the wrong. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's just give her some space and, let her calm down. Let her work through whatever's, eating at her right now. And we'll just try again. Alright, there we go. 140 Manus tamed. That is so flippin' awesome. Alright, so we need to get 2 more Mantis, and then that'll give us, I think, 6 total, and that should be, we'll call that enough for a pen. So, no flippin' way. Shut up. Shut up, dude. No way. Alright, let me double check this. Alright, well, man, I don't have the stuff to do this right now. Like, I don't have the stuff for the trap or anything. I don't even have the arrows to knock it out. I gotta go back to base and get a few crossbows and make up a bunch of arrows, and I don't know if I'll make a trap or not, but we've got to get this. I mean, I'm not gonna leave it there. Well, it has ran all the way down the mountain to the obelisk here. Hopefully it does not pass out in the water. This is getting really sketchy. I probably should have just made a trap. It's going to end up passing out in the water. Oh my gosh, I should have made a trap. Yeah, get stuck on my Rex right here. Go down. Do not run away from me. Get your butt back here. Hey, I'm talking to you. Alright, gosh, gotta chase after it. Oh no, it's coming back. Look. Oh, yes, it's down. Alright, alright. Max level Yudi. Holy crap. Alright, calm down. I actually have that Ascendant Mana Saddle that I got from one of those drops, but I do need a decent amount of metal to make it, not to mention all of the Rex saddles that I need to make as well. So we had to go out and do a decent amount of metal farming. Get your weight up, son. They're just getting bullied straight backwards. Alright, there we go. We have enough horns now to tame our last 2 mantis. I tamed 2 more mantis to complete my collection, and then it was back to base to finish raising the wyvern. Hey, look at that. The wyvern is finished growing up. Let's go ahead and take you out for a little test ride. Oh, I should probably put some food in you, huh? And we have liftoff. I'm not actually going to go like kill stuff right now, but our settlement looks a lot cooler from the back of a wyvern for some reason. Okay, I lied. Let's go have some fun. Everything must burn. Man, these things are just too much fun. I wish I would have gotten one sooner, but it is what it is. What kind of damage can we do to this Titan now that we got a wyvern? Alright, still not very much. Oh, man, that hurt. Holy crap. That did 1,000 damage. Yeah, we're not going to bother. We're not going to mess around with that. We don't want to lose our wyvern. I spent a good amount of the day leveling our mantis. As I said, I plan on using it for the last cave. Now the only thing I am concerned about is it is very easy to get pushed back on this thing, so that might make the cave a little bit difficult. We're going to go ahead and bring a Rex probably with us as well. I decided to hatch 2 more wyvern eggs now that I know it's not too hard to use the Daedon method. And before long, we had them hanging out with our little piggy. I do have a few more builds that I would like to squeeze out before we finish, so I spent basically the rest of the day gathering materials and starting to craft. And then I almost forgot about our Yudi that we are trying to tame, but after a quick meat run around the mountain, I had enough prime to go ahead and get it tamed up. As I mentioned, we do still have a few more builds to knock out, so it's time for another building montage. Alright, so there we go. This pen will be a build for our mantis. It is a pretty tight fit for them in there, but honestly, it'll work for what we need it for. And if I'm in the spirit of being honest, I am actually just running out of ideas to keep a unique look to each build while also sticking with this same theme. So it is a pretty simple build. I then spent the rest of the day when I wasn't taking care of Rex, leveling up our mantis for the cave. Oh snap, is that the entrance to the last cave we just did? We just stumbled upon it. We're just out here killing things and we just stumbled upon the cave. Alright, well screw it. Let's see how he does in here. If he can solo this cave, then I think we're in decent shape. We were able to get all the way through the cave and back out with a good amount of enemies in the way without too much of a struggle. I think we'll be alright with the next cave, but I am still going to bring a Rex. After getting another imprint on our Rex, I headed out for our last cave. This one is known as the Ruins of Nosti. It contains the artifact of the Destroyer and is located roughly right here on your map. It's actually inside this broken down temple building near that spot where we were looking for Rex. Alright, first mob is just too bad, so pretty easy start here. Let's just take these guys out. Alright, well, easy enough.
Alright, looks like we got some of them spitter bugs down here. Just go ahead and pull out our old trusty rifle and take them out. Hey, alright, we're gonna go ahead and edit that part out. We don't want y'all to see that there miss. What we got us? We got us some of them big old snow. Oh, yeah, this thing, man, the trigger's just, there's some grease on it or something.
Yep, we just got us a rubble golem just blocking our path here. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We'll just get on the Rex from here on out and just use the rope. Okay, here he is. Alright, let's take him out. Yo, wait, what? Did it just vanish? He just bopped himself on the head with his own rock and just like banished himself to the Shadow Realm. Alright, well, I guess that works. Alright, he fell down. Oh, no he didn't. Oh my god, he's just playing peekaboo with us. Oh crap, alright, run away. Oh crap, oh, oh man. Dang right, I defecated. He scared the crap out of me. Alright, now he fell. No, oh my gosh, he just pops back up. Oh my goodness, dude, stop it. You can't be doing that to me right now. Alright, now he is down, unless he's going to pop back up. Alright, we can cross. We used our Rex the rest of the way, and it was pretty easy to get to the artifact. And now we have all 3 artifacts that we'll need to summon the Manticore. Luckily, this cave has a little shortcut, so getting out was not too hard. Although one tip for this cave if you are new, it is known to be somewhat easier getting in than getting out. A good amount of mobs will spawn in once you're already past them, so just watch out. Back at base, I started crafting up all of our Rex saddles, however I was short on metal so I had to take Bowser back out for another run. I never actually named the thorny dragons, so we went with Sand Shrew, Sand Slash, Quill, Dayquil, Nyquil, Rango, Liz, Izzy, and Mr. Dupay. I also never named the Mantis, so we went with Thumper, Hopper, Master Mantis, Palm, Scizor, and Scyther. I also named our Yudi after a pretty small and not really that well known yet metalcore band that I really like called Wars. If you like that kind of music, you should definitely check them out. They are severely underrated. And then I named our Wyvern Zippo. I went back to the ruins of Nosti for our second artifact. This time I just used my Rex and quickly ran through it and cleared it out. And upon arriving back at base, I realized that I had forgotten to turn on our Daedon's passive healing, and our 2 baby wyverns were now dead. So yep, at least they were just low level ones. Day 96 and our Rex army is finally fully raised. So we lined them all up off to the side and then named them all. I named the first 3 after my channel members, so La Rosilla, I think, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, QB for Queen Blood, because apparently both Queen and Blood are bad words, and Pethros Dragoa. Again, sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Then for the remaining 13, I asked you all to give me some names, and this is what we went with. We have Kratos, Better Call Saul, Rexrold, Hades, Grimlock, Apollo, Rexanne, Grape Green, Armageddon, The Small One, Thanatos, Adira, and Murder Inc. And then I spent the rest of the day crafting for my final build. Alright, this will be our final build for this playthrough. Let's knock this thing out. Alright, so we're going to use this ladder to line us up perfectly straight, and then that'll help us place our artifact stand here right where we want it. Alright, I think that looks good. Alright, first up is the artifact of the Gatekeeper. Yep, put it in that slot. There we go. Next up is the artifact of the Crag. And finally, the artifact of the Destroyer. And there we go. We have our 3 extra artifacts. We actually finished our artifact room before we end up getting ourselves killed. Yeah, so like I said, this is our artifact room for Scorched Earth. Now you may actually recognize this from Netty the Noodle's Scorched Earth survival stories. I actually built this on there. I think it was a prison for the video, but I thought it would make a pretty cool artifact room as well. I never actually unlocked the gas mask, and I need one for the boss battle so I won't get knocked out by his poison attacks. Problem is, I don't have enough engram points, so we're going to have to go get a quick level. Luckily, I'm pretty close to leveling up, so it shouldn't be too hard. Alright, there we go. We got the level. Let's just go ahead and clear the rest of these fools out real quick. Wait, I still can't unlock it. Oh my. It's because I need the prerequisites, and I don't have enough total points to unlock everything. Well, looks like we either gotta rush another level or make some mind wipe. This is not going great. Let me go ahead and just learn these for now, I guess. I ended up grabbing a bunch more explorer nodes and heading over to the wreck spawn to kill a bunch off. It probably would have been quicker to make some mind wipe tonics, but I hadn't really used the wyvern much, so why not? Oh, 84 damage. This one is stronger than the others. Alright, tough guy. He was actually putting up a decent fight. Alright, go down and he's... Oh my gosh! That was a 150. What the heck? That would have been like really nice like 70 days ago. Like I know we got a 150, but you know, multiple would have been pretty cool. Oh, alright, 78 damage. This one's probably going to be a pretty decent level. What's our guess? Like maybe like a 135 or something? Alright, it's taking damage pretty quickly. Should go down. No way. What the flip, man? Where the heck was this luck when I was looking for them? Eventually, I did get the level, unlocked the mask, and then of course crafted up a few of them. Alright, day 100 and time to take on the Manticore. Actually, let me go ahead and land here because I still have radar on my shoulder. Let me just go ahead and throw you off, buddy, because we don't want you to either get killed or to count as a tame in the arena. Alright, like I was saying, day 100, time to take on the Manticore. Let's first go ahead and get one last look at our base. Hopefully, we can come back here. Hopefully, things don't go terribly like they did the island. But just in case, we'll take one last look at it. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up our pig and head over to the terminal. Alright, here goes nothing. I don't know why I am so nervous right now. I'm shaking. My hands are shaking. I am super nervous. We're only doing it on Gamma, so I don't know why I'm so nervous, because it shouldn't be that hard. This is supposed to be like the easiest boss. Actually, hold on. We need to go ahead and get our pig in the circle for one, and we need to turn on passive healing. Okay, that would have been bad. Alright, is everybody in the circle? Are we all good? I think everybody's in there. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get on you. Everybody's still roared up. Alright, everybody follow me. Let's go ahead down here. Just get you all down here. Oh, it's shooting at us. Let's go ahead and put our gas mask on so that we don't get knocked out. We didn't spend the last 2 days trying to level up to get it for nothing. Alright, we'll go ahead and whistle, attack my targets. It doesn't look like it's whistling. Oh, he shot us. It might take him a little bit to land, and they're not going to attack until he lands, but it doesn't really... I don't feel like it's even whistling. Alright, here he comes. He's landing now. Oh, we're not. He's come back up. Alright, everybody attack him. There, the whistle's working. I'm just going to keep whistling until they decide to attack. We'll go ahead and give them a little courage. Alright, buddy, come on back down here. You don't got to keep flying around. I feel like this is the most I've, like, seen him fly around. Like, he's not landing. Oh, they're all moving now. He must have landed. They're all getting a little hyped up. Except for this guy right here. He's sitting there. Alright, there he is. He's down. Alright, boys. And he's back up. Alright. You are really starting to make me unhappy. Alright, he's coming back down, it looks like. Can we please get an attack on him? Everybody go! Go! Attack him! Alright, they're getting in there. They're starting to do a little bit of damage. Just make sure we're good. Our Yudi does have a little bit of Topor. We'll go ahead and pump some stimulants on him. Alright, guys, get in there and attack. Oh, they're draining him pretty quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, and he's back up. Alright. Okay, here comes the death worms. We can just go ahead and take these out as long as, you know, the Rex should finish them pretty quick. Like, they're just going to mop them up while he's flying around. Alright, team, get him. He's back down. Get him. It's like only the third time he's actually, like, properly landed. Okay, alright, we're getting in there. Good. Oh, a lot of the Rexes are getting on him. They're doing a lot of damage pretty quick. Come on. Drain this boy. Drain him good. I don't... That sounded wrong. Alright, back up. Oh god, he took a shot right at us. Alright, Rex World, get out of my way. Go fight, you go fight. I'll come over here, I'll stand behind you and roar you a little bit. Alright, only got one of them with that one. Oh, maybe two. Oh, he's back up. My gosh, dude, he just won't stay down. Okay, they've got him surrounded here right in the middle. They might be able to, like, pin him down. Those ones are fighting those death worms, though. Go attack him. I told them to attack my target, but whatever. There they go. Or attack this target, I should say. Alright. They've got him, moderately surrounded. But, I mean, he's not moving. He's taking a good amount of damage. The pig's trying to get in the fight. I put the pig on passive. I don't know if he's trying to get in there. It looks like he's trying to actually fight. I put the pig on passive and told it to ignore group whistles, so... Alright, rock golems are out. Dude, he might go down before they get over here. Oh, now he's healing. Oh my gosh! Why did you have to get up? I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna let him fight the rock golems. I know you're supposed to, like, avoid him, but he's so close to being down. Oh, my guys will take him. He's bloodied. I'll let him fight the rock golems. They're not gonna die. They're doing well. This is Gamma. This was my mechanic maneuvering. It was not great, but as far as, like, being over prepared with the amount of Rex and the levels, I think we did a decent amount. Alright, boys, he's down. Finish him off. I'm getting in the fight, too. I'll help out. It's a team effort. He's going down. He is going down. Oh, we just tail slapped us. There we go. Gamma, Manticore down. Yes, we did it. We took out the Manticore. We did not die to the boss, to the final boss, even though, I mean, yeah, Scorched Earth's final boss is easy, we know. But, you know what? I died on the island to the Overseer, so I'm just happy that we were able to get this one done without dying and actually survive the full 100 days. That is nice. That's a nice dead Manticore right there. Let's see, are our Rex okay? I'm trying to see, like, a good... I want to find one of my good leveled ones. One of, like, the ones I had for the longest time. Where are you at? Where's Moss? Oh my gosh, I can't find him. There's so many. There he is. Oh, there's Moss. Well, that's the... Oh no, this one's pretty leveled. This is actually the strongest one. Alright, I mean, like a little bit of damage. Not too much, though. Alright, we did it. Let's get out of here. Alright, everyone, that does it for our 100 days on Scorched Earth. And first and foremost, I want to tell you all thank you so much for checking out the video. And if you're here at this point, for sticking around through this entire journey with me, starting off with nothing, taming packs of raptors just to keep us safe, all the way now to the end, where we have an army of Rexes taking down the Manticore and not dying this time. I had a lot of fun going through this, guys. I hope you had fun as well, and I hope you got some good laughs out of some of the funnier moments, and enjoyed all of the building. I know that's something that's a little bit different for these 100 days videos, but it's what I do, and, you know, I thought it would be a unique spin on it. But as always, you know, feel free to leave feedback down below. If I did too much building, let me know that. I know there was a decent amount, so please let me know down below if there was too much building, or if you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy any of the builds and you want to see a tutorial for them, make sure you comment that down below. I've said that throughout the video. I will try to make a building tutorial for anything that you guys let me know you want if it gets enough people saying they want it. So yeah, I think that's a wrap on... Well, actually, there is one thing we didn't get to. I wanted to build a pen for every tame, and I didn't get a wyvern pen built. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I just didn't. I ran out of time. So, you know what? we didn't die. We're here. So maybe that'll be something I do on a live stream. Maybe I'll build the pen, tame a few more wyvern. Maybe I'll raise our Rex a little bit more on a live stream and take them in and do the other difficulties of the Manticore. We're still here on Scorched Earth. We can do more. But now I'm just running on. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and hit that like button. That helps me out so much. If you're new to the channel, hey, consider subscribing. I'm going to be doing more 100 days videos. I'll be doing any building tutorials you want to see, and I mix in a few funny skits here and there. So go ahead guys, hit that subscribe button and join our community. And with all of that said, I just once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on Aberration.